commenced operation on 1st July 2005. Hence, we're in our 20th year of operation as a special purpose vehicle of Bell's Educational Foundation in its quest to positively impact the tertiary education landscape in Nigeria. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here while we are celebrating our 20th anniversary. We have matured and we are moving on. Ladies and gentlemen, it is notable that we have, within the same period, witnessed remarkable development, growth, and achievements. And for this, we acknowledge the vision of the founding fathers for investing in the education sector. May I state that we stand on this strong platform that they have provided for us to provide cutting-edge education, both classroom structure and technical impartation, one of the reasons for which we are gathered here today. The College of Engineering. Our College of Engineering is unique in many ways, especially as the host of global programs in engineering in Nigeria. We make bold to state that this college is the maternity ward that gave birth to the undergraduate curriculum for biomedical engineering, mechatronics engineering, and telecommunications engineering in Nigeria. This is no mean feat, and we are very proud of this achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate the successive leadership of the college, and they have always given us pride in their outlook as well as in the positive results we keep getting from your activities. I must therefore appreciate the college under the leadership of Professor Olamide Omalara Hussein and a team of professors and heads of departments and units. Thank you for not dropping the baton and being intentional in the approach towards ensuring that our students get the very best while here in Bell's Tech. Today's event, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to recognize the registrar, Nigerian Center of Engineers, NSE, Engineer Prof. OAU, Uchi, RE Korean, FNSE, who is ably represented here today by the chairman of the chapter of the society, Engineer Fabian. I am RE Korean, MNSE. We deeply appreciate the good work you are doing in uplifting the ideals and ethos of our dear society. Today is notable in the history of the university, and these young ones on whose behalf we gather. This is so because not only do we mark the successful completion of the academic state here at Bell's Tech, we are also capping it up with the professional endorsement of their technical and professional capabilities by the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Hence, I congratulate the adoptees and their parents and guardians, as well as their tutors, who have helped to shape them over the years while they were here studying in Bell's University of Technology, Ottawa. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today's lecture. At this juncture, I would like to especially welcome our guest lecturer, Dr. Olusola Said Ayola. Dr. Ayola, a renowned Nigerian robotics engineer, is the founder and chief executive officer of RAIN. RAIN is Robotics and Artificial Intelligence in Nigeria. Please pick up for them. I've noticed with delight that RAIN is a world-class technology hub and research center that offers intensive training programs in robotics, artificial intelligence, 3D printing, CNC machining, and data science. RAIN's mission to foster innovation, build capacity, and enable technological transformation in AI, robotics, and related fields is quite commendable, as it provides various programs like global development and automation (RDA), artificial intelligence and machine learning (AIML), as well as a combination of these. I also note that the College of Engineering is making a statement by inviting you as a guest lecturer of today, especially as our students have visited on your platform to global notification. I noted right well that you got challenged when you saw the award of 2 million to our students. You promised to step it up to 5 million. Please clap for him. So let me charge the college to work with the Center of Advancement, Linkages, Collaboration and Partnership on the formal between the College of Engineering, the College of Computing, and RAIN for a mutually beneficial relationship. Note, I used the incoming College of Computing. The College of Computing is coming up very fast to run programs like cybersecurity, data science, and system engineering. So we will be collaborating with you on all these fronts. Please be ready for us. We will stop your place. Thank you. Today's lecture, ladies and gentlemen, the role of graduate engineers in the age of disruption come at a better time or be better handled by anyone else. This is because I strongly believe that the guest lecturer today will do justice to this topic. I strongly believe also that we all learn a lot from our guest lecturer. And may I charge our inductees of today to listen to the word of wisdom and word of experience that will be presented here today. Ladies and gentlemen, in closing, I wish to heartily congratulate the inductees of today for the success of your sojourn here at Bells University of Technology. I also congratulate your parents and guardians, whom the good Lord has granted the grace to witness today. Your labor not be in vain. It is our heartfelt prayer that your investments in these young ones will not and can never be in vain. I also congratulate the Dean of Engineering, Professor Oluseyi, and our team, as well as the planning committee, for this very beautiful outing. Let me note that when we walked into this auditorium today, I made a comment that is uncharacteristic of engineering to have an empty house. Thank you for proving me right that we have a full house to have a very beautiful outing. Let me especially congratulate the new leadership of the Otta branch of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. Congratulations as you take on the baton for the granted grace to expand, enlarge, and move to lofty heights. We are all very proud to identify and partner with you and your landmark achievements, both in Otta and Beyond Hotel. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once again, I welcome you all to Bells University of Technology, where only the best is good for Bells, and only the best come out of Bells. Thank you.
Please rise and give a round of applause for the BC. Please rise and give a round of applause for the BC. Thank you. As we move gradually to the center for this event, at this point, I will call upon Mrs. Daramola from the Department of Biomedical Engineering to read the citation of our special guest of the event for today. Thank you.
I'd like to invite Dr. Olushola Said Gariola to please step forward, sir. Dr. Olushola Said Gariola is a distinguished figure in the field of robotics and artificial intelligence. Renowned as the founder of Brain Robotics, his expertise extends beyond the private sector as he actively contributes to the advancement of AI on a global scale. Dr. Ayola is a key member of the AI for Development Reference Group, established by the United Nations Development Program, UNDP Nigeria office. Additionally, he served as co-chair AI sector adoption at the Nigerian AI Strategy Workshop in 2024, organized by the federal government. In the year 2025, he was part of the Nigerian delegation to the Global AI Action Summit in Paris. In 2024, he was selected by the United States Development of States for the International Visitor Leadership Program, IVLP. And in 2023, he was sponsored to Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, as a speaker at the International Conference on Advanced Robotics, showcasing his commitment to driving technological innovation at both national and international levels. His academic journey is marked by outstanding achievements. Dr. Ayola earned his bachelor's degree in electrical and electronic engineering with first-class honors from the prestigious University of Ibadan. I think we can give a round of applause for that. He then pursued further studies in the United Kingdom on a federal government scholarship, obtaining a master's degree in advanced control and systems engineering with distinction from the University of Manchester. Subsequently, he completed his doctorate degree in robotics for extreme environments, supported by United Kingdom government scholarship at the same institution. Dr. Ayala's research contributions are notable, particularly during his tenure as a member of the Robotics Research Group at the University of Manchester, United Kingdom, from 2014 to 2019. He collaborated with Fort Engineering UK, focused on developing ground and underwater robots to support the UK's nuclear decommissioning program. His role extended to serving as a research associate in the development of underwater robot positioning and communication systems. Returning to Nigeria in the year 2019, Dr. Ayola established Robotics and Artificial Intelligence Nigeria, RAIN, in the historic city of Ibadan. Under his leadership, RAIN has evolved into a prominent learning and product development facility in West Africa, attracting both international students and learners from across Nigeria, seeking to acquire advanced skills. In the year 2025, RAIN went on to launch an indigenous yet revolutionary digital solution to addressing navigation called Yard Code. Dr. Ayola has received numerous awards from esteemed organizations such as the UNDP, ICA and ICANN, the Nigerian Society of Engineers, NIEEE, and First Bank of Nigeria, to mention a few. In a demonstration of his commitment to societal impact, RAIN Robotics in advancing the tech space in Nigeria was underscored by a visit from Mrs. Amina Mohammed, Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, to reign in the year 2021. Dr. Ayala continues to play a pivotal role in shaping the landscape of robotics and artificial intelligence, both locally and globally. Please, can we, with a round of applause and a standing ovation, welcome to the podium Dr. Saeed Ayala to give his speech.
I would love to stand on every existing protocol, but I will first pay honor to the Vice Chancellor of Bells University of Technology, Otta, for the outstanding leadership and his team, for the outstanding leadership that he has put forward in the service of this country. And it is very evident in the quality of the graduates that Bells has produced over the years. I can say this because I am in the tech space, and every now and then we interact with young Nigerians who are most times self-developed, self-motivated. And it is usually at Bells that the self-motivation seems to be amplified. I'm saying this because many times students will say, no, we're not taught this. I studied it by myself. I learned it on my own. But you are able to study things by yourself on your own because of the vision you have. And that vision can only come when there is leadership. The true essence of leadership is not to give you everything, but to teach you how to get everything. And at Bells, I think you are very lucky to have this opportunity. While standing on existing protocols, let me say that the day has finally come when you raise your heads high, happily inducted into the Nigerian Society of Engineers. A great addition you are to a noble body of problem solvers and nation builders. While I say congratulations, I must give you a wake-up call for two reasons. Number one, because to whom much is given, much more is expected. And number two, because the world you were in when you began your academic journey is no longer the one that you are being released into. I mean, you must agree with me that there was nothing like ChatGPT when you were writing your UTME or your WAEC back then. I mean, they may not because some of them might be freshers, but for those of you that graduated, you know, you had to write textbooks, you had to Google, you had to do the work yourself. But now, today, even your 12-year-old sibling is able to operate ChatGPT, Meta AI, Claude, and the likes of them. The world is now one, where we see videos and we are no longer sure whether it is real or it is AI generated. Do you agree? Yes, sir. It's getting scary. Before, 6 months ago, you would see a video, you would know it's AI because it will be flawed, it's got some flaws. But now, you know it's not going to happen, but there's no evidence. The video is not very clear. And there has become a slogan in Nigeria where people say, I know it's fake, but I can't prove it. I wonder how the court of law will handle that kind of statement. AI has come to stay, and there is no going back. It's already too late. Even for those who insist on not using AI, I tell you that AI is using you already because you are data for the best of AI solutions. How do you think that some of these AI don't understand our language? You send voice notes to your people, you think that we're not using it to learn? Even our educational system is not fair. So much fear has already been expressed. by non-academics about how, the most basic courseworks that students are given to help them study are now being solved with the use of large language models such as ChatGPT. But for me, the fear is even greater than assignments. My fear is of a future where engineers would rely on AI to perform the most basic tasks such as supervision, documentation, or system design. When I say documentation, imagine I develop a solution, maybe a vehicle, that is so unique, and I try to use AI to summarize every information about this vehicle that will be required for safety and operation. And I use AI to generate that documentation, and it omits one important aspect of the safety rules. What would happen when there is a disaster, and then I can't lay claim to having designed that manual? So clearly, we fear for that future. While we certainly hope to see more accurate AI systems, we cannot rule out the critical role of humans in the loop. You're going to be hearing that phrase a lot more now, humans in the loop. Because AI is trying to become more and more autonomous, but people are insisting that the humans must still be in the loop of that decision making. However, it is the role of engineers to support the advancement of AI systems. Permit me to share with you a story of mine. Several years ago, I decided to take my car for a wash. And then the washerman asked me, would you like us to steam wash the engine? I said, well, I've heard of that before, I've never tried it, go ahead. Let me also feel like someone who is technical and all that. So they went ahead and they washed my engine with steam. According to them, I wasn't there, but I excused them. And I tried to move my car. It refused to start. And then I realized when I called the mechanic that the spark plug had become wet with water. So here's the paradox. The spark plug at that time, maybe still now, was very important in the life of any vehicle. For a car to move, for the engine to be powered, that spark plug hidden inside the car, the engine, must be up and doing. And that was my first encounter with the idea of a spark plug in a combustion engine. And since that day, I've been marveled about how critical the role of that spark plug is. Without a spark plug, there will be no movement. But the paradox is that if you throw that spark plug today to an electric vehicle, which of course is bursting today, it becomes meaningless, pointless, and useless. The spark plug, which was once the cornerstone of the vehicle, will soon become a thing of the past as we develop electrical vehicles to save the environment. So as the world advances in technology, it will become difficult for some organizations to continue to grow unless they metamorphose in order to maintain relevance. Even the company that produces spark plugs is now producing batteries, preparing for the time when batteries will be more in use for cars than spark plugs. So if they are metamorphosing, why shouldn't we? Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished inductees, despite all I have said above, what if I tell you that we still need spark plugs in electric vehicles? I know that the graduates in our midst will be like, no, you don't need spark plugs in electric vehicles, calm down. You see, I insist. In reality, what is a spark plug? It's a simple device that you will find in any fuel combustion engine, whether it's a car, a motorcycle, or generator, that combusts fuel, any engine that combusts fuel, it has two electrodes close to each other. One is cold and the other is pointed. When an electrical charge is discharged to it, a short circuit occurs between the electrodes and it sparks. For the spark of the spark plug to be effective, it must happen in the presence of what? Fuel. This act is what pushes the piston of the engine into expansion, causing the engine to be alive and run. As long as that spark happens at the right time and at the right place, the engine will work. For every big engine you see running today, there is a spark plug making that happen. But you see, as the world is being disrupted with tech innovations, the urgent need to protect environments being alive, organizations are doing away with spark plugs and embracing renewable energy. But in this discussion, we're actually not talking about vehicles. The spark plug in the vehicle, in the electric vehicle, is you. The spark plug in the electric vehicle is the mind that sparks the innovation. We are not talking about electric vehicles, like I said. So, ask yourself the question, what type of spark plug do you want to be? For the many years that Nigerian universities have been releasing engineering graduates into the world, into the market, into the economy, this particular age we are in represents the most critical period of our nation's history. All nations are now in a heavy competition for resources, be it financial, mineral, skilled human resources. Our economy needs all our experts firing from all cylinders. You are the spark plug that the nation needs if we must move forward and fast. Whether in energy, in electricity, bad roads that we see sometimes around the country that need to be repaired, whether it's the hospitals that need to be equipped and functional, whether it's even the government that needs to operate efficiently, or even the food supply chain, we need the best of the spark plugs energizing the sectors. But of what use is a spark plug that cannot find its spark? You see some graduates today, at some point during their graduation ceremony, they were happy, believing that yes, they are going to become engineers and develop solutions for the world. But if you check on them today, they are not practicing their initial goal, which was engineering. They are performing things that have nothing to do with their calling, nothing to do with their zeal of 5 years ago. So I say to you, for you to be relevant as engineers, you have to discover your spark. You have to do what? You have to what? You have to discover your facts. I do not care whether you ought to have finished with a first class but ended up with a 2-1, or whether you ought to have at least survived with a 2-2 but ended up with a pass. I don't care. The world out there is ruled by those who have the passion and know what to do to get things done. I go with the slogan, hard work, brain work, and teamwork, any day, any time. I believe you can redefine your goals, your fulfillment, and your trajectory from now onwards. Do not wait until you leave this room. Right here at this moment, in this hall, make that decision to renew the spark inside of you. I say this because in life, the fuel can be in surplus, which is money, funding, opportunities, and all of that. But without the spark in you, there's nowhere you can go. Even if your spark is there, but the timing is wrong, you cannot get anywhere. Ask yourself, are you inspired to remain as an engineer? Even when there are no opportunities out there, will you create opportunities? I came back to Nigeria because many people were saying, there are no jobs in Nigeria unless you have connection, unless you have a first class, unless you do that. So I said, I don't believe all that story. There are no jobs in Nigeria, maybe, but there are problems in Nigeria, and in every problem lies an opportunity. You have to be the one to create business out of the opportunities that we see around us. So while some people complain, you should come with a plan. Now, let me paint a picture of the world we are living in today. A world that is moving so fast that has become very difficult for any academic curriculum to catch up with. Virtual reality and augmented reality. In some professions today, you cannot begin to operate on the real system, for example, pilots, You cannot begin to operate on an actual plane unless you have been trained on a simulation of the virtual reality model of that system. We need that particular routine in every profession. We need people that can build the virtual reality model for every training we see in the world today. Autonomous drones. Now, we have seen with the wars across the world how drones have played a prominent role. But even beyond wars, for transportation of medical supplies, for supporting farmers on large farms, even and for other things, drones are critical components. And there are not enough experts in drone technology. What we have in Nigeria are people who have interest in building drones. You see young people saying, build this drone and build that drone. But the industry will not absorb those drones because they are not yet built to standard. It is the graduates engineers that can decide to take what has been done by those in the rural areas, the youth in rural areas, and improve on it to meet the standards expected of graduates in engineering. Then there is underwater and underground robots. To maintain the ships on the sea, to maintain the oil vessels and the oil rigs, underwater, well, we call them drones actually, underwater robots are required. But in Nigeria, we don't produce this at all. And it is something that can be done. But let me even tell you that when it comes to underwater robots, the greatest challenge is how can we transmit power, energy, wirelessly underwater? How can we transmit communication signals wirelessly underwater so that we don't have to always tether the robots underwater? And that is still a big area of research that many countries in the world are looking into. We have so many of these innovations. In the area of civil engineering, you look at China, for example, how they build houses, bridges in few days or weeks, and still to standard. We have that challenge, whether it is 3D, for house printing, for house development, and so on. In the medical field, there is gene editing to help generations remove certain hereditary ailments in their bloodline. And there is also quantum computing for computer engineering that is helping to improve the speed at which we process data in the world of today. These innovations I've talked about started with someone somewhere asking the question, what if I do this? And taking it up as its own road. Discover your road. How do you start the journey of innovation? Number one, you must learn to communicate with people. If you are so good in what you do but you don't communicate, nobody is going to recognize you. Make use of the social media, LinkedIn, for example, to speak about your knowledge, your career, the things you are doing, and people will find you. We have people in government today that are looking for experts but don't know where to go. Because those that lobby around them are not the best of the best. But to find you, they might go on LinkedIn and discover you, but if you are not there, you won't be recognized. Communication goes beyond making yourself open out there. It also has to be attending conferences, attending events, networking with people. And this we have a lot of across the country, from hackathons to summits and the likes. Number two, you have to seek for knowledge from far and from wide. I would always say to you that it's not a crime to go abroad, go to US, China, Australia, Europe, to study for a master's or PhD. It's not a crime. But what will be unfair is if you don't come back to give back to the country, to the nation that built you. I know many Nigerians will say, no, once I leave Nigeria, I'm not coming back. But what you don't know is that Nigeria is not the one creating the problems you see. It is Nigerians who fail to do the right thing that are creating these problems. And the only people that can fix it are who? Nigerians. So we shouldn't leave the country and never come back. As Jagba, you must Jagba done. Number three, always come back to impact your country, as I've said. When you come back, do not think about
what jobs are waiting for you. Somebody was asking me some days ago that, how can I be relevant? I'm an AI expert. I've been doing so much in the AI space. I work remotely for companies abroad. I'm the one helping them to build the AI that Google is using. And I said, well, you might be so relevant in the company, but what is your community development program? What are you doing to impact those in your community? We have so many youths today, they are so skilled that they work remotely for companies abroad. And we don't even see their break lights here in Nigeria. They might be working in the US, in Nigeria, so during the day they are asleep, during the night they are awake. And there is no other interaction with the community they live in. We want to see more of you graduates when you start working, looking at how you can build those coming behind you. Sometimes I feel very sad when I see young people in remote areas that wish to learn but don't have the capacity or even the exposure. But there are some young Nigerians like you who go around looking at how to motivate people. Because by the world where information is key, and some of them just need the right information to know what to study and how to take it. In Nigeria, we have 200 million people with problems to solve. That's 200 million potential customers for your innovations, your infrastructure gaps. The young population we have is an energy for you to build on. What more green grass do you need with all of these things we see around us? Even foreigners are rushing here to Nigeria, to West Africa, to tap into these opportunities. Truly, there are genuine concerns, insecurity, lack of jobs, power issues, and so much more. But this is the essence of today's gathering, to launch the solutions to our numerous challenges as a nation. And that solution is you. So today, the Nigerian Center of Engineers is at Wells University of Technology to receive new spark plugs to rekindle the engine of our nation's growth. But not just any kind of spark plugs. At Wells University, you will get unique spark plugs, as I have experienced. Wells University offers spark plugs that will remain relevant even when the world switches to electric vehicles. Wells University offers spark plugs that when their electrodes corrode, they self-clean and reinvent themselves. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Spark plugs that are adaptable to any type of engine, whether it is old or new, simple or complex, local or global. Wells University spark plugs are the best we can find. And so, to the inductees of today, represent this unique spark plugs that Wells is inducting today. I present to you the solution to Nigeria's challenges, the bridge between what is and what could be, the innovators of Africa's digital transformation. Let me challenge you today. Go out there. Go beyond the comfortable. Go to where the problems are real and urgent. In other words, don't try to invest your NYSC system. Go to where the problems are real and urgent. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. Start where you are. Start with what you have. Own your own spark. Be the spark. Keep that fire burning, no matter what. We are all rooting for you. Congratulations and welcome to the Nigerian Center of Engineers. Thank you.
It's all the doctors to be on their feet as they give a round of applause to the keynote speaker for today. Please put your hands together for him again. Please put your hands together for him again. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for that inspiring word. Thank you. So, moving on, next on our agenda now is the induction program properly. So, to coordinate this event is the Dean of Engineering, the person of Professor Mrs. Olusoyina. Please come and take charge of this event. Thank you.
2025 academic session, rise and remain standing. Rise and remain standing. The NSC President, ably represented by Engineer Ayawu. The current Registrar, ably represented by Engineer Akin Nowo. I present to you, by the authority of service, the graduating students of College of Engineering for 2024-2025 academic session, who have been found worthy, both in learning and character, to be inducted and to take oath into the engineering profession. Thank you.
The President of Korea, ably represented by Engineer Dr. Olakade Adebayo. The President of NSC, ably represented by Engineer Ayawu. Our own very distinguished Vice Chancellor, Engineer Professor Ogedina. You can see the good work we are doing here. Our chief and guest lecturer of today, the rainmaker, Engineer Dr. Ayola. The principal officers of this great institution, I salute you. Distinguished, eminent personality here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today representing the Registrar of Korea, Engineer Professor O.A.U. Uche, who is unavoidably absent here due to national assignment. And he said his words of encouragement to the inductees of today, as you are moving out of this institution, graduating, don't put your life on autopilot. You all know the great inventor, Michael Faraday, who invented the first electric motor, generator, and transformer. But did you know his lecturer? No. He learned under the great chemist, Professor Humphrey Davy. But he carved out a name for himself because he stood on the shoulders of giants. And as you are going out, I want you to carve a name for yourself. It's only in the engineering profession that you practice and put smile on the faces of people. Most other professions, when they practice, you may not be happy. I visited an hospital recently, and the doctor is saying that the person should wait longer, and the person they are getting it in Jesus' name. The CEO of one of the great electric vehicle manufacturing company in Nigeria is a medical doctor and is practicing engineering today. So I want to congratulate you for being a cooking engineer. We go to the old taking. When I read the book your name, and I mention the number, you read after me as I mention the number. Are we good to go? Yes. Old administration of engineering graduate as a cooking engineer. I put your name there. The graduate of your department, engineering of Best University of Technology, Ota, in the which academic section? Who? Solemnly pledge. 1. Read now. louder. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. Seven. 8. 9. 10. And last one. 'With this code, read, with this code, congratulations. On we sign and put the date. The President of Poland, the President of LSC, our distinguished Vice Chancellor, distinguished eminent personality, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you today the new and the best pupil engineers. We will not only just graduating because of our time. We're supposed to decorate all of them with napep, many people with napep. So we decorate the best seat, the best graduating. We give it to our Vice Chancellor to help us to decorate the Poland President, the LSC President, the guest lecturer, our distinguished. He will help us to decorate the best seats, please. For computer engineering, for civil and environmental engineering, Morocco, Chigedu, Cyprian, Stanley for mechanical engineering. I call on Awodoyi Emmanuel Thomason. You can see the showers of blessing upon your own taking and induction of today. It shows that you are going to be great and fruitful. So you have to put in your best.
Some of you seem not to be smiling.
So also in celebration of excellence, I invite our college officer to moderate the certificate presentation to the outstanding student from College of Engineering. While I invite, please wait. While I invite all the registrar, the bursar, and to join them on.
First class honors from the Department of Biomedical Engineering, Udeme Joshua, Dominion Enobo, Omeche Theodora Amarachuku, Ogedegbe Perpetual Osebami Henry, Olajide Hono Abibola, Abayomi Peace Nifemi, Njoku Chika Gift, Odu Soya Ayomide Miracle, Nwabu God, pardon me please, Nwabu Gogo, Gina Chisera, Haide Joseph Sunane, Oladayo Oluwatimi Lẹ́yìn Yusuf Joy Odise. Department of Computer Engineering, Otuwaye Ifeoluwa Louis. Alabi Melody Oluwaseyi. Batero Adeola Adeni. OPP John Ikedi. Agbola Ayobani Joshua. Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering, Mwoko Chinedu Cyprian. Okwebiyi Abdul Azim Adedamola. Odugbemi Emmanuel Timileyin. Sumonu Abdulmalik Temitope. Adebote Oluwatomiwa Oluwadara. Now to the Department of Electrical, Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering. Dada Abi Olariwaju. Department of Electrical, Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering. Isegure Afsat Omo Kitsoya. Esther. Yusuf Ayomide Deborah. Yusuf Ayomide Deborah. Atonda Isaac Great Peace. Peter Oluwaseunfumi. Ufwa Elisha Ero Momi. Department of Mechanical Engineering. Awodoyin Emmanuel Tomisi. The and Sholesi Olamide Oluwafemi. Department of Mechatronics Engineering, Obeche Todori, Tochukwu, Aderemi Oluwaseyi. Yusuf Solomon Olumide, Ajibade Grace Titus, Sylvester Paul, Ebenezer David. Oluwatoyin, Celestine Ezamachukwu David, Chibugu Chibuike Olamilekon, Basi Prince Maximus, Shotonwa Samuel Frankinson, Atolo Taiwo Oluwasemilore Joshua, Kelani Khadijat Ayomipo, Lekwa Uzo Oyedikachi Naomi, Lasisi Ayomide Emmanuel, Umo Tekina Prayer, and Jesu Shina Tebi Lolua Daniel. Now to the award of excellence. In the Department of Computer Engineering, we have Oduwaye Ifeoluwa with 4.94 CGPA. Department of Biomedical Engineering, we have Lieutenant Joshua Dominion A. Noble, with CGPA 4.93. In the Department of Electrical, Electronics, and Telecommunication Engineering, we have Dada Habib Olanriwaju, CGPA 4.88. In the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering, Nwoko Chinedu Cyprian, CGPA of 4.82. And in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, we have Awo Doyin Emmanuel Tomisi, 4.68. The Department of Mechatronics Engineering, Omeche Theodore Tochukwu, 4.93 CGPA.
So we invite all the escorts for the Guesa, as we call on all the escorts. Yusuf Ayobili Deborah, the President, 2024-25 session, please come for your leadership award. Udeme Joshua Dominion, Vice President, 2024-25 session. Sanusi Ademayowa, General Secretary, 2025 session. Suwonu Abdulmalik, Sport Director, 2024-25 session. Osele Ojubo, Welfare Secretary, 2024-25 section. Asabana Utibe, Financial Secretary, 2024-25 section. Adekoya Oluwasemilogo, Assistant General Secretary, 2024-25 section. Adekoya Shemilogo, Assistant General Secretary, 22-23 section. Kelani Kadijat, Public Relations Officer, 2023-24 section. And also, Olajumoke Banjo, Public Relations Officer, 2022-23 section. Please come forward for your awards. Thank you very much. Please, all the people on the table can just have their seats as the college dean would be invited for the awards for the guest speaker for today. Thank you.
Dr. Olushola Saheed Ayola, the rainmaker. He came well. God bless you. Thank you so much for coming. It's an award of recognition presented to Dr. Olushola Saheed Ayola, founder of Rain Robotics, as guest lecturer at the 2024-2025 academic session graduate induction ceremony for his tremendous contribution to the engineering profession. Congratulations, thank you, sir.
All right, so I would right now invite the registrar of the university and the president of Mr. Lamit Estafa for the appreciation and vote of thanks. Please put your hands together for him as he comes forward.
The guest lecturer is impressed with what he's seen in engineering and Bells University at large. So the best graduating student of the college, who happens to be the overall best graduating student of the university. Oduwaye Ifeoluwa Lois. Rain will be giving you a sum of 100,000. Complete departments, all the best graduating students from all the departments. Each of you will go home with 100,000 each. Thank you, sir.
Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm also one of the best graduate students too. I said I'm one of the best graduate students too. Well, Professor Fayomi, what you denied me the other day, I've gotten it today. Well, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the program, and before we leave, we have to express our sincere appreciation to the Vice Chancellor, Professor Jeremiah Obidia, the Vice Chancellor. Thank you very much for your leadership of the university and for providing the enabling environment for the university to strive. Thank you very much, sir. To the management team, the bossa is here. Thank you, bossa, Mr. Shina Adebajo. The University Librarian, Dr. Felicia Yusuf. Thank you very much. And let me express my sincere appreciation to the President of Korea, who is being represented by Engineer Dr. Folashade Adebayo. Thank you very much, Madam. Thank you. The Chairman NSC Water Branch, thank you very much for coming, and we really appreciate your contribution to the development of the university. Thank you very much. Let me express my sincere appreciation to the Korean Registrar, represented by Engineer Akino. Thank you very much, and we appreciate you. The Dean of College, Professor Olusoya, thank you very much. All the members of the College of Engineering, the staff of the College of Engineering, we really appreciate the good work you are doing in the college, all the staff in the College of Engineering, thank you very much. To all our parents, congratulations our parents, and you continue to reap the fruit of your labor. You are here to witness the success of your work, and it will be success all through. Thank you very much for coming to celebrate with us. To the inductee, congratulations once again, and remember to be very good ambassadors of the university. And the guest lecturer has told you to be, is it a Kickstarter or what? It's a spark, to be good spark. Thank you very much. To the guest lecturer, can we give a round of applause to the guest? Can we give him a round of applause together? Thank you very much, Dr. Olushola Said Ayola, for your great contribution to the development of the university. The lecture we delivered today is thought-provoking, and I'm sure that the participants, all of us, have gained one thing or the other. Thank you very much, and we really appreciate it. To everybody here present, thank you for coming, and we thank you very much. Thank you.
So as we close, I would invite Engineer Mubarak Shifa for the closing prayer. Engineer Mubarak Shifa, please.
We thank Almighty Allah for today's program. We pray to Almighty God for the lives of today's graduates. We pray that as they are going into the world, the Almighty God guide their path and bless them.
Please, shall we rise as we take the university anthem and the national anthem. Thank you.